Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to play a game called Mining Mechs. We are gonna do a first impression let's play review of the game. That means I'm gonna be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game and tell you whether or not the game is worth $3 in my opinion. So the game is really quite cheap. It really won't have to do a whole lot to get my recommendation, since $3 is not a whole lot, but we will see if it can even reach that benchmark. As always with all of my first impression let's play reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for an hour. So if you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch through the entire video, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, where I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion, and obviously tell you whether or not I can recommend the game. But otherwise, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing the game and giving you my running commentary as I play through the game. So the game is $3. It's really not a whole lot of money. And you don't get a whole lot of options, to be honest. You can't set the frame rate of the game, you can't set the resolution of the game, VSync, nothing like that. So options are really bare bones. I mean, the game works and the game launches, you know, but the fact that you don't have any of those settings, no screen display settings really. You have full screen and borderless full screen, but I had the game on full screen and then I got a call on Discord, a Discord call, and the game basically minimized, and then when I had finished with the Discord call, the game then was on a window. So it was about this size on my screen, like a window, and I couldn't get it to be full screen again. Even though I went into options and I ticked full screen again, it wouldn't go back into full screen. So I then had to quit the game, I had to save and quit the game and go back into the game again. So when you're gonna run the game on full screen, it basically crashes the display settings of the game, and then you have to go out of the game again if your game gets minimized for any reason. So there's a bunch of little niggly issues like that, but right now I have the game set to borderless mode, which is also called full screen borderless. So you get full screen borderless by ticking both of these. If you don't have this one ticked, then it's exclusive full screen. What happens if we disable this one? Oh, then it's windowed mode, so then you get the game to run in a windowed full screen, but we're gonna run the game like that because that's how I prefer. And then I have obviously got the second screen as well. So I've played about 7 minutes of the game so far. I just basically, like I say, when I was messing around with the screen options for about 7 minutes, that thing happened where I got a Discord call and the game basically freaked out. So I've played about 7 minutes of the game. You can select your character. They have no impact on the game other than aesthetics. So there's a female, and then there's a black dude with a top hat and robot arms for some reason, and then there's good old Hank, and we're gonna play as Ava. There's also multiplayer, but obviously I don't review multiplayer games, so we're just gonna continue on single player. So the game is played basically exclusively with the keyboard. The mouse doesn't do anything. You can hear I'm clicking, mouse doesn't do anything. So there's unfortunately no mouse support for the game. You move with W, A, S, and D. You press up, then you fly. You can actually fly, and you press down, then you drill. So I've actually played another game like this. I actually need to check my Steam library what that game's name was, because it was a long time ago, a really long time ago. Let me have a look here. Obviously a game like Steamworld Dig is kind of similar to this game, you know. It's actually quite similar. What's the price of Steamworld Dig? I want to have a look here quickly, just 1 second. So Steamworld Dig is $10. It's pretty good. Yeah, I can recommend it for $10. It's a little bit older. You actually also get Steamworld Dig 2, I think. But I've played Steamworld Dig, even though this is not the correct time. I have played and finished Steamworld Dig. But it's a pretty good game for what it is. And then another game that I also really like, actually, is Galactic Mining Corp. A little indie game. You can see that from the reviews, like Steamworld Dig has almost 5,000 reviews and Galactic Mining Corp has barely got 800, so it's a much less known game. But I actually really like Galactic Mining Corp. It's a really good game. It's a little bit short. You can finish the game relatively quickly, but I've heard that this game that we're playing right now, Mining Mechs, is actually also really short. Like, you can finish it in just a couple of hours. So yeah, but this game is $13. So this game is actually like 4 times the price of Mining Mechs. But it is a game that I can recommend. $13 is a little bit steep for this game, especially if you consider that Steamworld Dig is $10, and Steamworld Dig is actually a little bit higher quality than Mining Corp. Mining Corp, I believe, is developed by a single dev, a solo dev, so the quality is not as good as Steamworld Dig, for instance. Steamworld Dig is actually created by a team, a dev team, you know, so you're not gonna get the quality in Galactic Mining Corp that you get in Steamworld Dig, for instance. So it's not completely fair that this game costs $13 and this game costs $10, but anyway, I can recommend both of these games, to be honest. And yeah, like I say, I've played a bunch of these games. I like them, but yeah, today we're gonna have to see if this game can be worth $3. Like, it's a lot cheaper than the competition, you know. Like, if you take Galactic Mining Corp or Steamworld Dig, like, this game is just so much cheaper, you know. It's 3 times cheaper than Steamworld Dig and 4 times cheaper than Galactic Mining Corp. So it really, realistically, doesn't have to do a whole lot to be worth the money, simply because it is such a small amount of money to ask, you know. $3 for a game, you know. There's not a whole lot of good games that are $3. Like, there are stuff like Vampire Survivors, but Vampire Survivors isn't for everyone. Like, I mean, Vampire Survivors is relatively low quality. It's very basic for what it is, you know. So it doesn't appeal to a whole lot of people, you know. So by the way, I probably have to explain a little bit of what the game actually involves. So you dig, you press up, down, left or right, or W, A, S and D to dig. At the top left there is a bar of dirt, the very top left bar, that is dirt. So once you reach the maximum amount of dirt, you can't dig anymore. You can see the flashing at the top right. I can't dig anymore. So once you've reached that level, you then go over here and you deposit your dirt. So now I don't have any dirt anymore. And then you run over here and you sell your stuff. So anything that you've looted, you then sell. Now, I don't really like this mechanic. Like, I would have much preferred it if you got rid of your dirt and were able to sell your gems and that kind of stuff at the same location, because having to run over here and then having to run over here each and every time wastes 15 to 20 seconds each and every time that you go out. So I'm really not a huge fan of that. I would have liked it if you could just do that at the same place without having to run to two different places, you know. But that's a little niggle, you know. Like I say, it's gonna waste a lot of your time. If you consider that on each and every one of your trips that you make back to the surface, you're gonna waste 20 seconds of your time, you know. So it's not really efficient, that the fact that the developer has made it that way, you know. I would have preferred it if it were at the same location. But anyway, you basically dig until you are filled with gems or filled with dirt. Right now my little robot can only carry 5 gems or 5 ores. You actually get ores, you get gems, you get jewelry as well. Basically you just mine until you are full, which I am full right now. Then you go back to the surface, you sell your gems or your ore over here. It does everything automatically. You pick up the gold, you go over here, you get rid of your dirt, and then you can go down again. I actually have enough money to get a new mech right now. So I think it's over here, yes, and then for this you can use the mouse at least. So you go over there, and then there's a whole bunch of different mechs that you can get, all the way up to $1 million. By the way, there is a DLC for this game releasing in like 10 days, so that's interesting. The game actually is just like a month or two out, and already there's a DLC dropping pretty soon. So I think this developer is probably gonna go the route of charging $3 for the base game, but then all of the subsequent DLCs will also probably be $2, $3, whatever, and they will basically end up having a relatively good but very short base game, because I've read the reviews for this game and all of them say that the game is very short. So you don't have a huge amount of content in the base game, but then the DLCs will basically be where you get a lot of your additional playtime from, you know. Let's see, can we increase? Okay, select mech, upgrade, and then we can increase our dirt and inventory size. Here we go. Blah blah blah. Okay, I think I just did a quest. Okay, and he gives me 5,000. Why couldn't you have given me 5,000 previously? Then I could have just waited and bought the more expensive mech. But anyway, do we have any more quests? Oh. So what was I talking about? I forgot now. But anyway, you get different mechs, and the point of the game is obviously to get to the final mech, you know, like the big boss mech, and then a little bit of stuttering there for some reason, and then you, depending on your drill power, are able to drill certain stuff and not able to drill certain other stuff. So like for instance, this white stuff over here, I can't drill that yet. So when I press down, I can't drill it yet. So I'm gonna have to increase my drill power in order to reach that. Another thing that I don't like is the fact that you can't mine upwards. So you can't mine upwards, and you can't mine to the side when you are not on the ground. So you can only mine on the ground, and you can't mine upwards. So that creates issues like this, where I can't mine to the right, I can't mine up, I can't mine left, you know. So those are a couple little issues that I don't really like with the game. I mean, you could make the argument that the developer wants you to think a little bit, you know, think about your approach and all of that kind of shit, but I don't really like it, you know. I would have preferred if you could just mine in any direction that you want, you know, because it just doesn't make sense that you can't mine up or you can't mine in certain directions and stuff like that unless you are on the ground, you know. I'm not a huge fan of that. As far as I remember, Steamworld Dig also had that same issue. So I don't know. That's two different developers that uses the same mechanic, I guess I can say, when it comes to drilling. But I think really it just comes down to the developer wants the player to think a little bit, you know, think about their approach, think about how they're mining, where they're mining, that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah. So we are full of gems right now, but we can mine dirt still a little bit. Even though I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to mine there. I can't mine that one on the right side. So in order to do that, I now need to go to the right and then basically drill down above it. So that's one of the things that I'm talking about, where you have to think about your approach when moving and drilling through the earth. You can't just go apeshit. You have to actually contemplate your moves, and especially since you have a limited amount of dirt and ore space before you have to go back, it won't be very efficient if you just randomly drill and randomly excavate, you know. You will be wasting a lot of time if you do that. There's nothing wrong with wasting time, it's just not efficient, you know. So I think we can get a drill upgrade now. So I need another one of those. Drill power. I think I can drill the harder rocks now. Blah blah blah. Yes, yes, yes. Upgrade. And they give me 1,000 gold. Do I have any other quest? Yes, I do. 1337. Okay. Wow, this guy, he loves to use brand names. I've seen PlayStation and I've seen Google Maps already. So he loves to use brand names in his game. Normally developers don't do that. So 13 and then 37. So we have to go down here. Can we mine this? No, we can't mine that yet. Holy shit. What drill power do we need before we are able to drill that bloody thing? Let's have a look. If I upgrade my drill once more, will I be able to drill into it now? How are we gonna get that one? We can't drill... Oh, we can drill down from here, okay. Okay, my apologies, I got a call. So let's see if we can drill into this shit now, because we have level 2. Nope, we can't drill into that yet. Holy hell. So maybe you need level 3? Are we gonna go to level 3? And then we might as well increase our inventory size as well, I think, so that we don't have to come back constantly. So we have level 3 drilling now. Holy shit, if we can't drill into it now. Still not. What the holy hell? Okay, so that stuff for some reason is really, really strong. So I can drill into all of these. Those white ones are really the only ones that I've found so far that I haven't been able to drill into yet. Oh, there's another thing. The game also has like a pipe system. So there at the top left you can see pipes. I've only found one place so far that you can connect to a pipe, but once you've connected the place to a pipe, it then constantly excavates money for you. So I will show you guys once we reach a place where we can actually possibly do that, where we can actually use the pipe. Then you guys will see you just attach it to the pipe, and then you get a constant flow of money / resources. And that's not too bad. We filled up our dirt and nearly filled up our gems. So it will be really interesting to see, like, when the DLC comes out. So far the DLC on the Steam page says that I think 3 new mechs or tanks or whatever you want to call them are being added. So 3 new vehicles basically, and then a couple new resources and stuff like that. So it will just basically, I think, give you more to do in the game, you know. So this is the pipe. It extends a certain distance. There you can see it stopped. So it extends a certain distance in a certain direction. You get pipes that go left, up, down, and right. And there at the top, you can see the one mine where I have currently got it attached. So now we need to find another mine, and then we can attach the pipe to that as well, because it is nice having a steady income. Obviously, the steady income won't be as much as the active income, you know, like when you actually actively are searching for gems, you know, and mining and all of that kind of stuff. It obviously will not be as profitable as actually searching for gems and stuff like that. But it's nice to have the passive income. So there's a couple over there to the right. Let's do this. Now I won't be able to get that one on the right, so let's go up and over. And we can go down here. So really, I think at the end of the day, the objective of this game is just really a kind of a numbers go up simulator, you know. You're able to make more money eventually by drilling into these white diamond type things, and you're able to connect to more mines and get more money that way, and then you spend your money on better drills, better tanks, bigger inventory space, all of that kind of stuff. It's just really the core loop of the game, you know, the gameplay loop. And that's fine, you know, that's fine. Numbers go up simulators are they have their place, you know. Like, a lot of people like those types of games. It's the same type of people, I think, who enjoy like idle games, you know, like if you think about idle games, what are you really achieving? You know, like, you're just making numbers go higher, you know, but that does appeal to a lot of people. So I think this game will appeal to the same people who enjoy idle games, you know, just making the numbers go higher, you know, get a better tank, get better upgrades, make money faster, you know, instead of having to get like whatever, $1,000 every minute or whatever. You can get $10,000 per minute eventually, but obviously the price of the stuff also goes up. So if you look at the that biggest tank that I can see at the moment, I don't know if there's other tanks, but the biggest tank that I can see at the moment is $1 million, you know. So, and then it doesn't even have the upgrades, because the way the game works is you buy the tank, and the tank, all the tank really does is it increases your capacity for upgrades. So all of the tanks start at level 0 of upgrades, and then you have to spend money to get them to a higher level. So even though you've spent that million gold or whatever, you're still going to have to then spend probably more than $1 million at the end of the day in order to get your drill to level 10 or whatever, your inventory space to level 10 or whatever. So like all of that stuff is still gonna cost quite a bit of money. And yeah, like I say, it's just numbers go up at the end of the day. That's really the point of the game. That's probably the point of any of these games, you know. Oh, my inventory is full. With the other two games that I pointed out, like, it's the same with those games, you know, numbers go up. That's really the point of the game. I'm full of dirt now. Oh, there's a lot of valuable stuff over here. I think, like, with all of these games, the deeper you go, the better stuff you find, you know. It's always the same with these games. So we really shouldn't try to go sideways or horizontally too much. We need to go vertically down, you know. And I think that way you will get the most money, you know. Because right now we're not making a huge amount of money. By the way, there was 37, so let me check that out quickly. 1337, where will that be? Down, down, down. We shouldn't be too far away from 1337, to be honest. Oh, it is actually quite far down, holy shit. Because my one quest said I need to go to 1337. We can go here. Yeah, I'm only at 20 right now, so I've got still quite a bit to go. You see, now I can't even go right. Let's go left. And hopefully the quest will give me a nice reward, or I will maybe unlock something new, maybe. You need to drill to the side like that every now and then to give yourself the option in the future to go left or right, because if you just drill straight down, then you will not be able to go left or right at all. So once again, you need to do a little bit of planning like that. Okay, we are at 33. 34. Okay, now my inventory is full. It should be down just here. 13. So is that to the right? Yes, that's to the right. Ah, there it is. That map section, I think. 1337. So we found the thing that we're looking for, but now my inventory is full. So let me just go back and sell. It is a little bit of a schlep getting back to the surface, to be honest, especially like I said, because you can't drill upwards, so it is irritating going back to the surface. A lot of these types of games, like Steamworld Dig for instance, have like teleporters, so every maybe 30 levels or 40 levels you will get a teleporter, like you will unlock a teleporter. So I'm not sure if this game has anything like that in the future. It's possible. I think let's get one more and then we can take that one. That's fine. So I'm not sure if in this game they will allow you to go like to teleport or anything like that. I'm not too sure. Now I need to remember more or less where my route was. Quite a lot of stuff there, but I will need to go up. Let's do that. And then there as well. Holy shit. It's really easy to get sidetracked in this game. But I just want to collect these. Yeah, look at this. Just when I say I just want to collect these, there's so many more bloody stuff pops up, you know. But I'm going to make a concerted effort to go to the left, back to the place where I was. And now we can go down. Okay, so there it is. So how are we gonna... We can get... Yeah, from here is not too bad. Okay, we have the map piece. Press Q and E, F, follow the map. Okay. So we have to select the map. I got this confetti earlier. I don't even know what it is. Okay, so it's nothing. It literally just does that. Okay, so it shows the direction that you're supposed to go, but that doesn't help me at all. Like, how far away is it? Is it 100 units away, or is it 10 units away? You know, is it just outside the view of my screen, or is it bloody well 100 units away? Like, it doesn't really help me that it shows just a line. Like, that's not gonna help me at all. There's a lot of resources there on the left side, but I think we should concentrate on going down more, just because we'll be able to get more money that way. Because the deeper we go, the more valuable stuff will become. So still the map is just showing downwards and to the left. So we probably haven't reached... Yeah, it still looks very far. If we had reached more or less the correct depth, then the thing would have shown much more to the left, but it's not doing that. It's still showing quite downwards and then a little bit to the left. So that tells me that the treasure is probably around like 80, 90 or 100 depth. Like it's probably really deep. And the fact that we still haven't found a teleporter or a shortcut back to the surface yet, even though we've gone quite deep so far, that's a little bit disconcerting, because that makes me think that the game doesn't have a mechanic like that at all. Let's see, you have a quest for me. Collect a batch of 10 real gar ores. What the fuck is a real gar ore? There was a way. How you... Ah, there we go. So tin, copper, silver, trash, jewelry. That's all that I've found so far. I'm not sure what any of these things mean. Like, what's that? And then what's that? And then that's obviously the money that you get. But like, what's that red thing? What's the drill type thing? Like, it doesn't help me if you don't fucking tell me what the stuff is, you know? Doesn't help me in the slightest. Okay, so we can look for a mine around here somewhere. Even though I haven't seen a mine yet around here. I'm hoping that there's one not too far away. Game also stutters sometimes. Like I've noticed a couple of stutters now. Like, how can a game that is this low graphics stutter? Oh, there's a blue ore. Interesting. That's an ore that I haven't seen yet. Cobalt, okay. Okay, that's it. Like, I think with this amount of traveling that we have to do right now, the bloody passive passive extraction like this extraction is gonna be a more realistic way of getting money than the active extraction, because holy schmoly, like it really takes a long time to get back to the surface. It wastes a lot of time. Okay, let's see if we can get to that other one that the treasure map pointed out. This music is not bad. Some of the tracks is pretty good, and then some of them are just like average, you know, like they're just like background music. This one is pretty good actually. I will stay quiet for a while and then you can maybe turn up the volume to hear it. Let's do this in fact. Going back to the surface is so irritating, seriously. That song is not bad. Really sounds like we're playing Cyberpunk almost. So there's another piece of map over there. Ah, there's the item. Okay, so on our next trip we will definitely be able to reach it at least. That's good to know, because I was afraid that it might be like 100 or 150 depth, you know. But it turns out it's not so bad. So I think we have the 7,500 robot right now, or tank right now. The next one is 15,000, and then the next one after that is, I think it was 30,000 or 25,000. I'm not sure, I will have to go look, but like I'm pretty happy with this one right now. It's not too bad. I'm a little bit sad that we can't drill these fucking things over here, but what can you do? Once we like, I don't know when you can drill into them. Like 5 drill power or 6 drill power, I just don't know. It would have been cool if you could like know, you know, like if you could maybe analyze the rock or something like that to figure out when you can drill into it. Or even what some games do is when you press up against or you try to attack something like this, then it will tell you like mining level 10 required or something like that, you know. Unfortunately this game doesn't do that. Okay, now I won't be able to fucking go over there. Holy shit. You see, that's what I hate about this drilling system. Okay, we got a treasure chest apparently. And our next treasure is basically straight down. I'm not sure what a big bomb or a bomb will do. Like, I wonder if it can break these diamond things that I haven't been able to break yet. Ah, the ground is changing color now. You can see around level 100 it changes color. If only we can find a fucking way to get back to the surface easily. Like, I don't mind if we could teleport back to the surface and then have to walk back down, you know? Like, I don't have an issue with walking back down. But the problem is walking upwards is really irritating, you know? At least if we could have walked back down and teleported up, that would cut the traveling time by 50%, which is obviously significant. Like, quite honestly, if by the end of this video I haven't yet found a way to teleport or take a shortcut or something like that back to the surface, then I'm probably not going to recommend the game. Like, it is such an irritating feature that you can't go back to the surface that I will just not recommend the game, if that is indeed the state of the game. So we can get a 15,000 and the next one is 30,000. I don't know if I want to spend 30,000 on something like that even. And then this one is only one more powerful. That's really shitty. It's literally just one more powerful. So you're paying 30,000 more than this one for just one more thing. And then this one is 3 more powerful. You see, this one is 3 more powerful than this one. This one is just 1 more powerful than this one. And this one is 2 more powerful than this one. So I'm relatively happy with this one that we have right now. Like I said, I would just like to get bloody well, like a mine or something going again. The fact that I haven't found another mine yet, I've only found one mine. That's a little bit irritating. I'm not sure that this type of cyberpunk music was exactly the correct choice for a game like this. You know, this game, like, the music is good. Like I said, some of the music is good, some of the music is just meh, you know? But, like, the music is good and everything, but it doesn't fit the game really. Like, it's kind of like adding cyberpunk music to Stardew Valley or something like that, you know? Like, it just doesn't fit, even though the music is still good, you know? But it doesn't fit the game really. Like, at all. We're playing a game where you dig into the earth and then you're fucking playing cyberpunk music. Wonder what that is. Oh, teleporter. Okay, so is that how you get back to the surface? And then my second question is that the only way how you get back to the surface? Because if it is the only way to get back to the surface, then that as well. I actually should check the shop. There is a shop that sells consumables. I actually should check if that is like how much it costs, and also if it's even available there, because I haven't looked yet at the shop really. I just know that there is a consumable shop. So like if it is, for instance, $100, then I will buy teleporters, but if it's more than that, then it's not really going to be very much worth it, I don't think. Like, listen to this music. How does this music fit with a game where you dig into the earth and you build mines and pipes and stuff like that? Like, it doesn't fit. I mean, it's good, the music is good, but it doesn't fit the game at all. 1,000 for a teleporter? Are you kidding me? 1,000? Like, that's really expensive. Like, obviously later on in the game, it won't be so expensive, you know? But right now, 1,000 is a significant amount of money. Like, the most expensive ore that I found yet was that cobalt ore, and that is 550 for that ore. So if you buy that teleporter, you're essentially throwing 2 ores out of the door. Obviously later game. Like right now, some of these ores sell for 100 each. So that means you're throwing 10 ores out of the door. So then it's definitely not worth it. But like maybe when we reach the late game and ores are more expensive, you know, more valuable, maybe then it will be worth it to spend 1,000 simply on being able to teleport back to the base. Because right now it's a little bit too expensive. Especially if I want to buy that each and every time, you know, like each and every time my thing is full. If I buy it, I'm gonna not make a lot of progress with regards to the money that I have. You know, I'm gonna be spending my money almost as quickly as I'm earning my money. I'm gonna get a lot of money on this trip because I already have 3 jewelries, and jewelry sells for a hell of a lot. So like this is one instance where I might have used the teleporter, even though you should use the teleporter when you are deeper. Like, you shouldn't use the teleporter based on your inventory, you should use it based on how deep you are. And I was only 35 deep on that one, so you would much rather use it when you are like 90, like I was previously. So let's see if we can get that the other one that we had, the map that the map was pointing at. It's pointing straight downwards. See, like this song that's playing right now isn't so good. It's really a little bit of a meh song. Not as good as the other ones. Some of the music is good, some of the music is not so good. Oh, there's a massive diamond. Okay, so we are uncovering a little bit of the mystery of the game. What there is of it. Apparently there's something causing earthquakes and stuff like that. Oh, there's another treasure chest. Ah, and there's another mine. The second mine I've discovered so far in the game. Mines are really rare. Okay, so we've got that one. We can't dig down, no, we have to dig like this, unfortunately. Okay, now our inventory is full. We can also now think about bringing pipes down here. So pipes you want in a straight line, so you want them like this basically. So we're gonna dig down, even though I can't dig through that now, which is an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about a way to get the pipe down here without too many turns, because the issue with turns is every time you want to turn the pipe, left or right, it costs 500 gold. So it's really quite expensive to turn a bloody pipe. So we're gonna try to get it as straight as possible. Everyone knows when you're laying pipe it needs to be straight, am I right, girls? So from here there's a nice long straight over there we can maybe use. Nobody likes a bent pipe. Get the fuck out of here with your bent pipe. You've got some kind of a disease with a bent pipe. Okay, you've got a good amount of money. Holy hell, that sapphire must have given us like 5,000 or 10,000 or something like that. We can even go down from here maybe. Like we can go straight down from here and then just go left to that other one. I think that's better maybe. Because this is anyway the central line of the map, like X25, and then way over here is X50, so it's literally in the middle of the map, which is good. So I think we can go straight down, and then I think the mine was at level 105, so we need to go down to like 105. Gonna cost us a lot. I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm not gonna buy a bigger mech right now, so we can spend quite a bit on this. We need to get it down to 100, at least 100 I would say. And then we need a couple of lefts and rights. The left and rights are quite expensive, but okay, now we are ready to lay some pipe. We're gonna fucking lay some pipe now, I tell you. Down we go. Okay, now when I hit something like this, like what the fuck do you do then? Like, okay, let's test a bomb. I actually haven't tested a bomb on these yet, so let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so at least now I know how to get past those, even though you lose the stuff. So, like, there I blew the stuff up. so you lose it. So you don't get what you blow up. Okay, so we're about halfway there. Let me just grab this one. Another stutter right there. I don't know why a game like this would stutter. Maybe it's every time that music changes. Maybe that would cause the game to stutter. I need to remember to check that later. Like when this song ends, if the game stutters again when the song ends, then we know what's causing the stuttering. And now we go down. Fortunately, this makes for a very quick up and down. If you just dig straight down. Okay, we are at 55. We're getting there at least. That's supposed to be there on the left side. Oh, it's a boot. Oh yeah, boots sell for 1, so I'm not gonna get a boot. Boots are useless. We are almost filled with dirt. I can't remember exactly where it was. I think it was definitely like around 105. Whee! You pick up a lot of momentum. Around 105 where that other one was. You can see, like, on a trip like that, I make 1,400. So if you had to spend 1,000 every time you want to use a teleporter, like that would be ridiculous. You would lose so much money if you used teleporters on a consistent basis. But I think when we reach the time where it's actually feasible to buy a million dollar excavator, then money like 1,000 money is nothing for you, you know. Yeah, we're very close right now. I think it was just here to the left somewhere. Where the hell was it? Ah, there it is. Okay, so 109. Exactly, 109. Actually pick up a lot of momentum. Whee! We go to minus 26 into the air. Wonder if there's anything up there. Okay, now we will be able to connect our next mine, our second mine in fact. And now we can't get past this, so we're gonna have to blow this one up. I wonder what, like, do you also lose it if you blow that up? Let's check. Yeah, you also lose that, so it's not just the diamond ones that you lose anything that you blow up. Which is unfortunate, but what can you do? The 107, 108, 109. Now the issue is I can't even drill. I'll have to go up once again because the bloody game doesn't allow you to just roll like a normal human being. I fucked up. Now I have to go up and over once again. Holy crap, I hate this mining system. So irritating. Seriously. So unnecessary. I have to go up all the fucking way. Holy hell. Just because you can't drill sideways when you're not on the ground. That's a mechanic that wastes so much time. It's not even funny. Okay, so now I need to think. We need to go down and left. Okay, that should be no problem. Yeah, that will work perfectly, but now I'm filled with dirt. So it seems that you are rewarded for basically stockpiling the same type of ore, which I think is a really stupid way of rewarding the player, because it just makes the mining system a lot more obtuse, because now the player won't only have to consider their movements, because they can't drill when they're not on the ground. They also have to consider, okay, I can't drill this gold, I need to get that tin over there, you know, that kind of bullshit. I just think it makes the game obtuse, you know. Try to max out one of your mechs completely and I'll give you a cash bonus. Okay, well, this small mech won't take that much money to max out. I think I only need one more. 2 more. I mean, it's a little bit expensive. It's going to be 7,000 and then probably 10,000 after that. So it's quite a bit of money. I don't think I want to do that right now. Finally, we can connect the second pipe. Okay, so then from here we go left. Yes, left. Boom. Now our money should, I don't know how much this one gives because it looks different from the other one, but our money, our passive money should increase a hell of a lot. Yeah, look at that. 12. I'm getting 12 per second now, where I used to get, I think, 4 or 5 per second. So that's quite an improvement. And then apart from that, obviously, I also basically built a nice little highway for myself here now. So now moving up and down should be a lot quicker and easier, which also is pretty good. So you could at this stage just leave the game, you know, leave the game running like an idle miner basically, or an idle clicker game, and just come back like 10 hours later and you will have quite a lot of money. Like 12 per second is quite good, you know. Like, what's the math on that? Let me check the math quickly. So 1 million divided by 12 divided by 60 seconds. Okay, that's quite some time. So that's 1,380 hours divided by 24. 57 days. Okay, so you just need to leave your computer running for 57 days to get 1 million money. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad at all. Just leave the game running for 57 days and then you will have the best robot in the game. That's easy, right? Really, really easy. Quick money, 57 days. So perhaps I underestimated how much 1 million is. It sounds simple, 12 money per second. That's quite a lot, but like if you have to get a fucking 1 million, that's a little bit ridiculous. The game just stuttered once again. And it wasn't during a song change, so I don't know why the game stutters like that. So let's see if we can maybe reach 150 level before I end today. Oh, there's some cobalt. You're gonna get a lot more cobalt as we go down further. Hey, there is something up there. Holy shit. Can I do anything with it? Or not? Doesn't look like I can do anything, but literally 50 above the ground is this thing. Can we go up even more? Maybe the game is hiding something special up here. Let's have a look. All the way to the left. No, there's nothing there, just the invisible wall. All the way to the right. Nope. Yeah, so it seems there's nothing up here. Just empty sky, basically. Except that ship. I wonder why that ship is up there. They didn't mention anything about the ship at the beginning of the game, so it has me a bit curious. Let's do this upgrade, why not? Boom. 15 per second, okay, that's not too bad. And then we can obviously extend the depth even more. So you're spending a lot of money on the passive thing, you know, but like if you think about it, it's gonna pay off constantly, you know, like once you get a third mine, a fourth mine, a sixth mine, like it's just gonna pay back so much more over the long term, you know. So I think the passive, it's definitely worth investing in the passive stuff. I want to get that one over there because those actually sell for like quite a lot, 1,000 sometimes. We are nearing 150. Where's the good music now? The good music has gone. Oh, there's another cobalt. You see, we're getting more and more cobalt. Those cobalts are worth more than silver, gold, malachite, anything like that. They're not as good as the treasures. The treasures can be up to 1,000, but still. Not bad. Oh, look at all of this cobalt. Holy shit, there's a lot of cobalt down here. Look at this! Just cobalt all over the place. I love that. So yeah, going deeper instead of spreading out too much definitely is going to pay off. You can also spread out a little bit just to see if there's any mines anywhere, you know, because you're gonna have to explore a little bit to see where the mine locations are. There's a shitload of cobalt down here. Look at all of that juicy cobalt, 1,400 just for 4 pieces. Like, I wish there was a way to maybe detect where the mines are, you know, and you can maybe see, okay, it's basically over here, and you can actually hunt for the mines. That would have been nice. I wonder how much bonus money you will get if you like get I think it was 8 pieces of cobalt. Like, I think you will get a large fucking bonus. I had to blow that up obviously because I can't mine it. Oh, there's another sapphire. There's another teleporter. Every teleporter is 1,000 gold, obviously. It's actually pretty valuable. Oh, there's 2 pieces of maps. Interesting. You can select the map. Okay, that's 8 pieces of cobalt. I think 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes, that's 8 pieces of cobalt. I don't know if the bonus is multiplicative, like if you only get rewarded on your 8 pieces of cobalt, or if you can get rewarded more the more pieces of cobalt you bring. I'm not too sure. Let's see, I can mine once more. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get a piece of cobalt over there, because I only can mine once more. Yeah, not over there either, because you can't mine fucking up or down or nothing. Well, you can mine down, but not like up, which is really stupid. Let's see if we get a bonus on 8 pieces of cobalt. Each piece of cobalt is 350, I think. So 8 times 350, my math is not very good. I'm gonna need a calculator for that one, unless I want to break my brain, and I'm not in the mood to break my brain. So that's 2,800. That actually sounds about right, so I don't think we got any bonus then. Let me just double check. My trusty calculator. So 8 times 350, that's 2,800, yes. So we didn't get any bonus, so maybe you need more than 8 pieces, because with the silver it was 8 pieces. So and with the real gar, it is also... Hey, oh, with the real gar it's 10. Okay. So perhaps I should try for 10 pieces with the cobalt, maybe. Maybe you only get the bonus at 10 pieces, even though, like I said, with the silver you get the bonus at 8 pieces. Now, we're almost nearing 200 now. I wonder if anything will happen at 200. $300, holy hell. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna continue to play until 300 meters, at least not right now. Like, I mean, I don't really like making these videos too fucking long, but like, I do want to continue to play, and I am going to continue to play, but I think we should probably draw a conclusion to the game, because certainly I am ready to make up my mind. You know, I've played enough of the game to make up my mind. I actually want to see if we can get that bonus at 10 pieces of cobalt, perhaps, because I think that will be very good if we can get a 10 pieces of cobalt bonus, because you don't get the bonus at 8 pieces, clearly. So yeah, like, I mean, $3, like, come on, $3. Like, this game is definitely worth $3. There's no question. In my opinion, any game that can give you more than $1 per hour enjoyment, not just gameplay, because you get some games that are pieces of shit and like you hardly get enjoyment while playing the game, you know. This game is actually enjoyable. Like, I'm looking forward to exploring more. I'm looking forward to what is going to happen the deeper we go. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen at 300. I'm looking forward to getting a better drilling mech, and obviously progressing more quickly, because you obviously get a bigger capacity, which means you don't have to come back to base as often. Your drill will be better, your flight speed is increased with a higher bots or mechs, whatever you want to call them. So you just overall progress much quicker, you make money much faster. It's just basically exponential growth, you know. And I'm looking forward to all of that. I'm looking forward to playing the game more, and any game that does that is good. That's a good game in my opinion. If you're not bored, okay, the game just stuttered once again. The stuttering is an issue. I don't know why the game does that. If you're not bored with the game, if you look forward to your next match or your next map or your next encounter or whatever the game presents the core game loop as, if you're looking forward to it, then that's a good game in my opinion. And considering the game is $3, I mean, really, like, if a game that is $3 can do that, can evoke that emotion, I guess I can say, that anticipation in you as a player, to the point where you're looking forward to playing more of the game, then that is definitely a game that I can recommend. Like, obviously, there's not a lot of games that are around $3. Obviously, Vampire Survivors comes up a lot, and I mean, I would recommend Vampire Survivors for $3. You know, it gives you enough enjoyment to be worth $3, definitely. But I would play this game over Vampire Survivors any day. Like, I don't like the permadeath. People call it roguelike, but it's not a roguelike mechanic. Roguelike has nothing to do with Vampire Survivors because Vampire Survivors doesn't play like Rogue. It's nothing like Rogue. Rogue and Vampire Survivors are two very, very different games. So when people bring up the fact that, well, when people falsely claim that Vampire Survivors is a roguelike, I just roll my eyes because they've never played a rogue in their life, probably. So it's not a roguelike mechanic. This game has no roguelike. Well, it is not like Rogue. But the permadeath in Vampire Survivors is the thing that really subtracts. Oh, there's a mine. Fantastic. Really the thing that subtracts a lot of enjoyment from the game. Like, I don't like games that have permadeath. I just don't like them. I am someone who much more prefers games that have permanent progression. Like this game, for instance. This game does not have permadeath. Your progress isn't wiped in any way. And that is why I would absolutely play this game before I play Vampire Survivors, because in Vampire Survivors there's permadeath and your shit is wiped, and I'm not a fan of that at all. So, like, if I were to choose between this and... Whoa, that definitely was a bonus. Let's check that out quickly. Calculator... 4,200 divided by 12. Oh, that's still 350. Okay, so then it must have been the treasure that gave me that bonus. Yeah, 6,000, well, 7,000 for that treasure is a lot of fucking money. But I didn't get a bonus from the cobalt. That's still 350 per cobalt. So even at 12 pieces of cobalt, you still don't get a benefit, or you don't get a bonus from the thing. Blah blah blah. Extra 10k. Wow. So yeah, holy shit, I can actually now maybe buy a new mech, even though, like I said, I don't like... that mech is better than mine. This mech is better than mine. This mech is bad, and then this mech is good. So I think, to be honest, I'm gonna save for the 120. Otherwise, I would go for this one. So that's 544. 544. So I'm gonna have 2 extra there, 2 extra there, and 2 extra there. And it's gonna be 30,000. The next upgrade is gonna be not that one, perhaps that one. Even though this one is only 1 better there and 2 better there, and you're gonna pay fucking 120,000 for that. I think that's really ridiculous. So I think we're gonna go for this one, and then select mech, and now you see you have to spend your money from the beginning again, which is a little bit irritating. Like, I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. The fact that you have to spend your money again. But I mean, what can you do, you know? That's life, I guess. Dirt storage and inventory size is more important than drill power, in my opinion. Drill power has a very small impact. But if you can make it so that you don't have to come back to the surface more, then you're gonna save more time, because you're gonna be spending less time traveling. So anyway, like I said, I would absolutely recommend this game over Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors isn't a bad game, but this game, in my opinion, is far more enjoyable, just because of the fact that your progress isn't reset. Like I said, I hate it when progress is reset unnecessarily. And Vampire Survivors unfortunately does that. So yeah, like, honestly, there's not a lot that I can think of that is wrong with this game. There's not a lot of issues that I can think of with this game. Like, it's just really a good little game, and that's really, like, even using the word little, like little is sometimes derogatory when it comes to games, you know, like it's $3. It's obviously gonna be little, you know. You're obviously not buying Skyrim here where you're gonna be able to spend 500 hours in the game, you know. It's $3 fucking, you know. Like, if you can get 10 hours of gameplay out of this game, then it's the bloody bargain of the century, you know. Like, if you think about a game like Vampire Survivors, yeah, sure, you can get 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours of gameplay out of the game, but is all of that gameplay time going to be enjoyable? I'm not too certain about that. Like, for me, the novelty of Vampire Survivors wore off very quickly. After your first maybe 10 times of dying, you've probably made it quite far into the game, and there's really no reason to play anymore apart from the fact that there's more maps that you can unlock. And then the developer was sneaky enough to make it so that you find more. Oh shit, that's how the dynamite explodes. I didn't think that it would explode like that. So let's do that. The developer was sneaky enough to make it so that you get more upgrades and abilities on the later levels. So that's one sneaky way that the developer of Vampire Survivors made it so that you will continue to play the game, because you get powers and upgrades, and certain characters are only unlockable on the upper levels, on the other maps. So you have to continue to play the game on the other maps in order to basically complete the game. Like, if you want to consider once you've collected all of the stuff, if you want to consider that the benchmark of unlocking or completing the game, then in Vampire Survivors you have to complete all of the other maps. You haven't really completed the game until you have unlocked all of the characters on all of the other maps. And obviously some of the characters are really difficult to unlock in Vampire Survivors, because you have to play on the more difficult maps, and you sometimes even have to play with certain characters on the higher level maps in order to unlock some of the stuff. So yeah, but really my point is that I did not find Vampire Survivors very enjoyable after 10 hours, and I think this game will be different. I think this game I will, if there is more content after 10 hours, I will definitely enjoy it more. And obviously now with the DLC releasing in like 10 days, probably by the time that this video goes live, it will be around a week. So like within a week, there will be another DLC. And if I look at the Steam page quickly, I can even maybe show you guys. Just 1 second. Bobbity bobbity boo. So if we look here, hey, it actually shows you can jump up there. Perhaps that is what you should do. You should go land there and then climb out of your mech, and then I don't know what that is. I will try that. But anyway, this is the game obviously. And then if we go over here, it shows the DLC. So in the DLC, which is releasing 19th December, it shows a new map. So I don't know how that will work, because right now there's only one map. Like literally, you start the game, you don't even get the choice of the different maps. So you just get you just start on the map. So apparently there will be a new map, new storyline, even though the storyline doesn't... I don't care for the storyline, even though that will mean quests, and every quest so far has given a reward. So really what I should say is a new quest line, because that is more appealing to me than a storyline. But anyway, 14 new resources, so that's interesting, and then 5 new mechs. I actually thought it's 3 new mechs, but it's 5 new mechs, so that's definitely going to be another reason to definitely try the game. And like I say, even if this game, if the base game is $3 and then this DLC is going to be another $3, even if it is that, even though I don't think the developer will probably charge the same amount for the DLC than he does for the base game, but you never know. Some developers are a little bit unscrupulous, but even if that is the case, for $6 you're looking at quite a lot of gameplay. And like 12 new resources, like that's a lot. Like right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, and then I'm assuming these also count as new as resources, the jewelry and the treasure. So that's going to be 14, 15, 16, 17. So right now in the entire game there's 17 resources, and the developer is going to add 12 additional resources. Like that is almost doubling the amount of ore and gems and miscellaneous stuff that you can get in the game, which is really interesting. And then 5 new mechs, that also sounds very good. And the new map, I wonder how the developer will do that, because like I said, I really don't like having my progress reset, and a new map sounds like you're not gonna get to keep your existing mech with your existing upgrades, with your existing pipeline, all of that kind of stuff. And in that case, I don't think the DLC will be such a good DLC if you have to start over on a new map. I don't like that. But if at the very least you will be able to get the 12 resources on this map and the 5 mechs on this map, then that will be good. Like, I don't care about the new map and I don't care about the new storyline. If you can at least get the new resources and the 5 new mechs on this map, then I definitely think the DLC will be very good. But yeah, like honestly, I really can't think of anything really bad to say about the game, especially not for $3. Like $3, like you're not really gonna be able to get a game that gives you this amount of enjoyment, because the game is enjoyable, for $3. Like really, there's maybe 5 games that I can think of, and honestly most of them are really short, really tiny games, and I think this game will probably be pretty good in the amount of gameplay that the game actually has for the $3 that you're paying. You know, like it's not so repetitive. Like I mean, if you think about, I've been playing now for 2 hours and I've only unlocked 4 of the resources so far. So if it takes me another 4 hours to unlock those, and then another 2 hours maybe to unlock those, you're already looking at above 5 hours of gameplay, you know, and that's at the very minimum. I think it's going to take you a lot longer than another 5 hours to unlock the $1 million mech, you know, and obviously you're going to want to at least play until that point when you have unlocked the $1 million mech, you know. So if you think about the fact that the developer is then going to add even more mechs after that, like maybe a $5 million mech or a $10 million mech, the possibility of more gameplay for the game is just so much more, you know. So yeah, I really can't say much bad about the game. I don't like the fact that the game stutters sometimes, even though it really doesn't happen a lot. Like, it really doesn't happen a lot. And honestly, I don't know, the fact that you don't have a lot of issues, a lot of options in the options menu is bad, but I mean, the game is playable, you know. I can't really think of any real scenarios where this will cause the game to not be playable, unless you have some really weird multi-monitor setup. Like if you have like I have multi-monitors, I have 2 monitors, but you get these ultra-wide, really strange monitors where you often have to be able to customize your resolution and that kind of stuff. Like the full screen option and the borderless option is not enough. Like, the game freaks out. A lot of games freak out on monitor setups where you have the ultra wide monitors. So but like, I mean, I have 2 monitors and the game runs fine, you know. It's a little bit inconvenient that you can't select your refresh rate, you can't select your resolution, all of that kind of stuff, but honestly the game runs, and for $3 you can't really expect too much in the way of quality of life features and all of that kind of stuff, you know. So quite honestly, like I say, I can recommend the game absolutely, and depending on what the DLC will provide, I probably can recommend the DLC as well. I will see, like, when the DLC comes out, I might play the DLC, or I might do a video on the DLC as well. We need to do a pipe over here. So I might check out the DLC as well, simply because I do enjoy the game right now. Okay, so I don't think it's going to the right because it's going down, so it needs to finish going down before it starts to go right. That's actually a little bit of a glitch in my opinion. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So it's going to the right. There we go. And now we can see... How much is that? 20. Well, I can just go look at the top, can't I? That's much quicker than trying to figure out how much I'm getting per second right now. Let's see. $22, so it went up by 10 per second. That's not too bad. So I actually wish there was a way to see where the mines are, you know, to get like a mine detector or something like that. But right now, like, if I look at the consumables, there's nothing like that in the game. At least right now there isn't, you know. But like I said, with the DLC, I might do a video on the DLC as well. At least not a review. I might just play the game because I enjoy the game. And I will probably get the DLC as well. For if it costs another $3, then I don't really see a reason not to, because I'm enjoying the game right now. And I think I will enjoy more content that the DLC will add as well. So, yeah, quite honestly, it's a game that I can definitely recommend. In fact, I would recommend this game over a game like Vampire Survivors any day of the week, to be honest. So yeah, the game is quite enjoyable. Mining Mechs, definitely a good game in my opinion, and certainly a good game considering the price of just $3, which is really quite ridiculous. So yeah, guys, quite honestly, a pleasant little surprise. I wasn't expecting to really enjoy the game as much as I am enjoying the game, even though, like I said, I enjoyed Steamworld Dig, even though Steamworld Dig is $10, and I also enjoyed Galactic Mining Corp, even though Galactic Mining Corp is $13. So considering that this game is literally a fraction of the price of those games, it really is quite unbeatable in my opinion. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to support the channel, obviously, then you can head over to patreon.com/LFP. I bought this game with my own money. The developer didn't give me a key or nothing like that. Bought this game with my own money, and your support on patreon.com/LFP certainly helps me to buy games like these, not just the very cheap games, but the more expensive games, so that you don't have to, so that hopefully I can give you some good consumer advice once in a while. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, there's a red ore over there.